I'm Alexis Joy from Alexis Joy VIP Access. I am so beyond excited to be chatting with you guys today. And of course, congrats on your amazing series, the BeatBuds Let's Jam. It premieres on June 7th at 9 a.m. Eastern Pacific Time on Nickelodeon. We are so excited.
Thanks, so are we.
Yes.
I mean, to see our brand come this far, and this is honestly what we dreamed when we started thinking about this whole concept. This is bigger than what we dreamed.
Yeah, this has surpassed
yeah.
my thought process on what the BeatBuds could become.
Yeah.
So
Pretty awesome.
Just sitting here talking to you is like mind-blowing for us. So we're
Oh,
excited.
I love it. Well, you guys have touched the lives of so many. Now, one of the many things that fans get to look forward to in this series is all of the fantastic music, of course. Now, I know you both have kids of your own. Do they have a favorite BeatBuds song?
My son, well, there's two for him. There's Sam the Garbage Man, because what 3-year-old boy doesn't love garbage trucks and garbage men? And then his other favorite is called Get Outside and Rock. And he loves that song. It's a really energetic song. What about you?
Those are the hardcore. Hardcore. I think my daughters always gravitated towards. I'd probably the Dino Dance.
The Dino Dance.
The
Yeah.
Dino Dance.
I think that's our highest rated Spotify song too, right?
Yeah, the Dino Dance. There's just something about, obviously dinosaurs for boys and girls. They just love dinosaurs.
Yeah.
There's something about it. They just love the beat of that song. So that's always. I think that's been their favorite generally.
Amazing. Well, your kids have the coolest dads ever. And I know everyone is so excited to hear all of the new songs from the series. Now, as the BeatBuds travel to their big concert, the BeatBASH, if they could get advice from any musician as they prepare for the concert, who would you like it to be?
Wow, that's a great question.
If they could get advice from any musician.
Now, we're talking about real life musicians, right?
Yeah, anyone you want. The options are limitless.
I'm going to say Dave Grohl. That's what I'm going to say. Because he really promotes kids playing on real instruments rather than sitting in front of a computer and learning technology. He really is an advocate for kids learning their instruments.
I think I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to go with Taylor Hawkins, which is the drummer of the Foo Fighters.
At least we're in the same world.
Yeah. I like that because Taylor Hawkins is somewhat has a general understanding as well from a drumming perspective. I'm a drummer, so we're generally not as in the forefront of the band setting, and Taylor Hawkins has that ability to do all that. So he's definitely been an inspiration to me, and I think he'd definitely be the one to give some good advice.
I like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is awesome. Super cool. Now, if you guys could drum up an idea. Everyone who watches the series will know what I'm talking about. If you guys could drum up an idea for an epic opening for the BeatBASH, how would you guys like the BeatBuds to come on stage?
Now we're talking about a real BeatBASH because we got lots of ideas. The BeatBASH is actually a concept that Matty and I thought of prior to the whole Nickelodeon series, and one of the things that we sort of wrote around, and not us, but Evan Sinclair, who's the writer on the show, and we talked to him about, we had thrown our own BeatBASH concerts prior to this at the Palladium, the Fonda Theater, and we've done different kinds of entrances on our own, where we come in from off stage and we don't know the audience is actually there to see us, and we do this whole skit where we're surprised that we're even there, and then we disappear and we play a show with all of a bigger band. But
so we've gotten a taste of it a little bit.
I mean, if we can be fantastical, we want to be dropped in by a helicopter.
Yeah, or swing in on a trapeze, or something that something that the kids really are like, wow, So I definitely think fantastical, big pyrotechnics.
A lot of pyrotechnics.
Yeah, a lot of pyrotechnics. Stuff that gets the kids' attention.
So you guys definitely took epic to another level with that. Now let's backtrack a little bit. I love that you guys have been best buds yourselves since you were 6 years old. So tell us how the BeatBuds came to be and how you went from best friends to lifelong musical partners.
Man, I mean, the best friendship came way before the BeatBuds.
Yeah.
The best friendship came at 6 years old from going to elementary school together.
And even before music.
Yeah. Way before even the music. So this BeatBuds thing is developed on top of a solid foundation of a best friendship that, riding around on skateboards and things like that and developing a connection that way. both of us having grown up in a musical family, we always gravitated towards, the instrument side of things. Johnny started playing guitar earlier than I started playing drums. So I would see his guitar in his room and just be inspired by when we were, watching movies or playing with Transformers or whatever it is. And the moment I got my drum set, it was like that relationship just zoomed right into the music. And at that point, we were able to kind of have a dual friendship, not just as school friends and as best friends outside of things, but also then could go to the basement and start jamming together, and that creates a whole other relationship that most people don't get a chance to experience, that kind of connection. And that's one of the things that the BeatBuds, I think, is so important, is that music can really bring communities together and bring people together. Yeah. So I think that's really where it started.
Yeah, it definitely started there, and then through playing our instruments and touring together in different bands and whatnot. That really cemented our bond. And then having kids of our own. For initially, when this whole thing started, Matt had a daughter at the time who was 6 months old. I had two nephews that were one older and one younger. That's really when we started transitioning into kids' music, because we saw that there was kind of a gap between, like Barney, which is really kids' music, and then kind of pop music that even though, the kids would like, parents weren't always very comfortable with their kids listening to. So we saw that there was kind of a gap in there, and we wanted to create family music, not kids music. There's a lot of kids musicians out there that are doing kids music, but we really like to think that we're creating family music that the whole family can enjoy together.
Right, genuinely.
That is so incredible. It's so amazing how your great friendship truly made something special, something that whole families can jam out to and enjoy. And lastly, what is it like for you guys being able to bring out great fun and your magnificent music to kids and families all over the world?
Gosh, I gotta say, it's been the most rewarding experience of my life.
Easily,
I know for years.
Easily.
There's nothing more special than playing our instruments, playing our music, and then seeing, a 2-year-old just start instinctually moving their bodies.
Yeah, with no inhibitions.
They don't even care what people are thinking. They're smiling, they're moving, and they're feeling it from just such a deep position in their body. And I think that's like the most rewarding thing of anything. I think to be able to give them that sense of expression and give them the joy of music, because gosh, if we didn't have the joy of music, where would we even be?
It like I said, aside from cementing our bond as friends, music kept us out of a lot of trouble as kids, right? You always had a place to go to rehearse your instrument and practice. There was always, it's in an enriching way, right? Not disappear and play. For us, it was Nintendo at the time,
right? And a goal of a show to have to be ready for,
right?
Right. There's always like some sort of challenges or deadlines in place in our lives to be able to stay on the straight and narrow, to be able to get there. So
but like Matt said, and we say all the time, we're in the business of smiles, and we were able to create a community here in LA where we just got to see kids, grow up listening to our music and see how much it enriched their lives and the whole family. And, we got to a point where we were just like, if we can do this locally, then the whole world deserves to smile. So for us to be able to team up with Nickelodeon and actually have an opportunity to do that and make kids smile all over the world, enjoying music.
The gift of music,
and,
that's what we're there to do.
And seeing a bond between two best friends, that's a dream come true for us.
That's the goal.
That is so amazing. Well, thank you both so very much for chatting with me today. Again, the biggest congratulations. And thank you so much for making an impact in the lives of so many. It's so wonderful to see kids grow up with you guys being such a special part of it. So thank you so much. And we can't wait for the BeatBuds Let's Jam.
Thank you. So nice to talk to you.